Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is September the 9th, 2024, and what a week it's been for Joe and I. First and foremost, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming and enjoying us tonight. As you can see, I'm all ready to sew. How about you guys? Are you ready for this one? This glaze pattern is going to be amazing, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I'm going to. I'm going to slip into the chat real quick, but I want to name Debbie. She's heading out to a sleep study, and Debbie, we'll be praying for you to get some rest and that the sleep study is very fruitful for your doctors. So I'm going to slip into the chat real quick, and let's get this party started. Janine, I made copies today, and this pattern is super excited. Still deciding on the fabric, though. Take your time. Let me see, Donnell. Happy Monday evening, Donna and Joe, fellow squirrels, and everyone else in the chat. Donnell, let me see. Andrea, howdy, howdy. Donna, Joe, Janine, and everyone else in chat. Going to feed the bunnies, and we'll be back in time for the live. Day is here and in the chat. Welcome, Day, and thank you, girls in blue, for helping me out. I just copied the pattern as well. I'm going to give you a few tips, tricks along the way tonight, and I hope they're very helpful for you all as well. Yo, Patty G. Yo, Patty G is in the house. I have a little bit of something going on, and I sound a little funnier probably than my normal. Janine, let me see. You're Patty. Yes, Patty G, you're on the books, and we're going to have a good time. Have you done this pattern already, and are you doing it with us? I think she's going to be doing it with us. Let me see. What colors? Of course. Okay, facet. I expect nothing less. Donna's in the house. Donna Bogart, hello, hello. It's going to be very colorful and very beautiful. Donnell, are you doing the glaze with us as well? Okay. As we do this pattern and you feel comfortable when we get so far along, please feel free with any of your patterns to drop pictures into our Facebook group. I think it would be fun for us all to be able to share that. And if one of my mods has not done so, would you please drop our Facebook group link? That way they will have that as well, and we can get those added in. That's a one way that we'd be able to share them all. And if you're in the squirrel group or super channel supporters, then you would be able to just drop and share there. I'm going to try to figure out a way that we can make a folder for certain projects that we're doing, that we're going to be able to drop those pictures in and be able to save them so we can all have a good look-see. Donna Bogart, Donna's at the house. Almost time. I missed the squirrels. Ugh. I took a little nap and got up here too late. Katie is now back in with our squirrels and been added to the group. Welcome back, Greenland Quilter. Michelle's crafting more. I'm just skimming the chat real quick. Woohoo, the party time squirrels, yes. Katie Crafts, welcome, sweetheart. Hello, Queen Squirrel Donna. Joe in the nut house, absolutely. We are all in the nut house here. Flying squirrels, getting in the act. I missed it, and tonight when I go down to bed, I will have to see. Good evening, Shelley. We miss you sewing with us, girl. Can't wait till we can stitch all night. I already say about her sleep study. Melissa, I like the dancing one on the left. Let me see. Guess who, Nancy? Katie B. Crafts. I'm just skimming because I like you all to be able to talk. And as we're working this pattern tonight, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. So Blessed by Jess is in the house. I'm just going to skim. Brenda H., I love watching this channel, always uplifting. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to have you. Craft on and so forth. Hello, everyone. How are you? I haven't got to see you in a little bit as well. There I am. I'm in the yellow one. Mary Tally, hello, sweetheart. Don't forget to give the thumbs up. Yes, if you like the channel and what we do here, please give us a thumbs up. It lets our YouTube know that you like the content that we are putting out. Maria Johns is in the house. Just put in the request to join. I will handle after the live, Brenda, or I will have one of my mods. They have rights to add as well. New York Beauty, Mike is in the house. And I am done. There. That was pretty easy tonight. Thank you guys for taking it a little easy on me. Vintage Style by Joe. Hello, hello. So anyway, cat's been out of the bag. Sunday, we did not do our live. Joe tested positive for COVID late Saturday evening, and guess what? The man loves his wife so much, he shared. So we both are kind of like in our home lockdown, and he's stuck with me, I tell you. So I have a week of no therapy this week, but we're going to be doing it in the home. And we're going to continue on my live schedule unless I take a plummet. Tomorrow, doctor has called in our COVID meds, and my daughter will be picking that up, and hopefully then we will both start to feel better in the next couple days. But right now it's just like the runny nose, the headache, the irritability, all the fun stuff. But he can still taste and smell. What's up with that, right? So anyway, please keep us in your prayers that this thing gets out of here soon. And once it's out, I'm going to be cleaning through really good and making sure that we get the crud out of here. Sometimes sharing is not caring. I know, crazy, but he kissed me before he knew he had the crud. So he doesn't know where he picked it up. Either a lunch date out with friends. He could have picked it up at the Walmart. He does all of our outside running for me. And there's so many different strains of this crap in our area right now. And you just don't know how it mutates. And so anyway, let's get this party started. I've been receiving a lot of messages today, and hello, Don. Hello, Don and Joe. Best wishes. Thank you. I think mine is going to be completely different. Hope it works. It will be beautiful no matter what you do. Remember, you're doing these quilts from your heart, and however they turn out, they're made with love. And that's just my opinion. I believe everybody's is going to be so different, and I love the fact that we can take one pattern, many quilters, and come up with such a variety of style as they come out. So it's going to be fun. That's funny. Grandma used to call any sickness the creeping crud. I tell you what, she wasn't lying. She probably named this stuff long before we all came along, right? So anyway, I wanted to let everybody know I've been getting a lot of messages today with inquiries over our squirrel solo. Please know that my moderators and I are working diligently behind the scenes on this. This is going to be a template. We are not going to follow it in its entirety. We are going to use the block builder card decks. The moderators and I have picked out the blocks. We already know what we're doing with use. So trust the process. We are all going in this blindly, and it's going to be fun. We're all going to be making the same block the same week. If you get your block finished, you'll drop it into the group, and you're going to be entered into a giveaway. At the end of the year, we will do a random spinner, pick something for the ones that completed every task. There'll be one lucky winner who will win one of my legit kits. So if you're sewing along, this is going to be fun. And it's going to go faster than you think. I've had people say, do I need to use a fat quarter bundle? How much yardage? When we do our squirrel meeting on the 15th, we're going to cover a lot of that information. I have the strong belief that this can be done very scrappy, and it's going to be fun. We all have scraps laying around, right? Your main focus right now would be figuring out what your focal background fabric is going to be, and make sure that you have enough for that. And we will work with that yardage that you're going to need for that on Saturday at 12 o'clock. It's going to be a long meeting because there's decisions, and we're not going to give you every block right away. No. It'll be dropped into our squirrel group once a week. Now, how cool is that? Do you like the way that's going to run? Let me know in the comments. Give me a heart if you like the way this is going to run. It's going to be fun. And like I said, it's going to go so fast, you're not going to realize how fast this so long going to be. But every week, you're going to be challenged in your skills, your techniques, and some weeks the blocks will be so easy, you're going to be like, dang, man, I wish they'd give me another one. And in some weeks, you're going to pull your hair out and have to wear a ball cap like me. Okay? So I think it'll be fun. And we're just going to have a good time with it. I think that this group, we've had it for several months now, and it's time to really dig in and let's really hone our skills some. And together we grow, together we sew, and we can do this and have a good time. So tonight I'm going, as you can see, I have a wide array of colors. I ordered from Modern Quilter the Deco Glow #2 because I was going to do that pattern that came with. Well, I changed my mind and I did the Dragonfly quilt. It's a nice wall hanging and it's very, very beautiful. But had I have read the pattern sooner, I would not have ordered so much fabric because I only needed about 6 inches for each dragonfly. 6 inches. And I ordered bukus, right? A fat quarter bundle is bukus, right? So with that being said, I'm upcycling it and I'm going to throw it into this project and we're going to have a good time. I want to pull my hair out. Done with stash digging for today. I bet you are. Squirrel meeting. Who's ready? I could be doing squirrel meetings every day. I just love our group. Crossover Paranormal. Hello. Mona did what? Hello. If you would like your link dropped tonight, please give a thumbs up in the chat. And Joe will be dropping the links on the back end because all of my mods, if they're busy, they're stitching. Or they're printing or they're marking. So we're going to give them grace tonight while we work on this project. So let me show you. I have Joe come down on the table for me for just a minute. So this is the way that I'm doing mine. Everybody, you do you. And that's going to make this more palatable. As you can see, this is going to be broke up into sections. I thought I had a wider marker, but I do not. So I'm going to show you this way. Let me get rid of the clip. And this is the way that this pattern is going to run. You're going to first figure out your layout, the way that you visualize you want this pattern to look. Jason's downstairs. Please go. He's ringing doorbell. Okay, you're going to mark your pattern right here with something that's going to stand out for you. As I can see, this is going to be in very dark. and it's going to be black. You're going to make this into your 4 quadrants. This is going to come in handy when you start to build your quilt out. But for right now, for my brain, it makes more sense that we, instead of building it in columns, that I'm just looking at the overall picture. Like I know by looking here, these are yellow. I'm going to try my best, but I'm not going to stick to it 100%. I can tell you that right now. To build it out like this. I'm going to do my best to do that. But now, since I ran a little bit short on the deco, I spoke with Day and we brainstormed a little bit today. And I pulled some batiks that I'm going to sprinkle in it as well. So the goal is it's going to work. Just joining. Hello, Donna, Maria Johns. Oh my God, I love this pattern. This is a free pattern by Wildflower Quilt Designs by Libs, Elliott. Sorry. It is free pattern, so we are just talking it through for right now. So if you want it, make sure that you get it and print it. But I'm going to give you a tip. When you go to print 1 copy. There's a reason, because it will save you lots of handwriting later. Print 1. Give me a second, I gotta sneeze. Huh. Excuse me. So, anyway, here, as I said, in the center, there's 4 yellows, and on the corners, there's 4. So I'm going to need to make 4 for the center. So I know I don't have enough of that 1 color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 of the same matchy here of the yellow. And then I'm going to do a darker yellow or a lighter yellow for a total of 8 yellows. So what I've done is I went with light, medium, dark of the green. I've did my purples, my burgundies, all of those. And I've got mine all counted out as to how many of each I need, hoping that my count be right. So that is the goal for this tonight. So, who doesn't love a good pattern? There is so much information in this. It has the template, but what I need for, I put this back together too soon. Here is going to be your colored fabric. So I'm just going to write this to make it very simple for everybody. On the lower left-hand side, you're going to see the number 2 and the number 3. I'm choosing to use white. So on that 1 that you've printed, put a W. On 4 and 5, I've chose to use gray, because I want it to look like the pattern. The gray is going to give it the shading. So now this is ready for me to run through my printer and print it 143 more times for a total of 144 pages. Each week we are going to sew. The goal would be so all week long. We're not going to get it all done on a Monday night. We're going to sew 36. So at the end of 4 weeks of us stitching, we'll have all of our blocks built. Then we'll move on to, we're going to build quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whatever your box looks like here, if you want it to be really matchy, you're going to make the 1 block and make sure that you're laying them out the same way, because this block, all it's going to do is keep turning. So that's the way this will come together, and it's so cool looking, right? Let me see. Word of the day. Multifarious. Am I even close, Heather? No therapy here today. Brain's sleepy. Good one, Heather. Day, stop it. You don't need to be siding with her. Naughty Day. Dina, Millie, how did you... I don't know what she's talking about. Carrie Lynn, hello and welcome. Day, how did I become a squirrel? Wait a minute. Day, how do I become a squirrel? Okay, what you need to do is, Karen, I understand it took me seconds. What you need to do is email me. My email will be dropped right now by my husband. You need to email me your Facebook username and a picture of what your profile picture looks like. Then I'll be able to add you to the group. Otherwise, it will just lay there. I don't know that word either, Donna. I don't know. She probably picked up an encyclopedia today to say, she don't feel good. We're going to get her goods. I know how she roll. So I'm going to stick this over here out of the way because I don't want to mess it up. So what I've opted to do is I starched up all of my fabric. And when I say starched, I starch really heavy. I could lay this dead center and waste all of this around here, but I'm not like that. This is going to give me 8 cuts. I only need 4, but I'm going to take the 8 cuts because if something doesn't look right when I build this out, I will have this few extra blocks that I'll be able to play with. So there's ways that you can do this. Organization, you know? So I've measured the block like this. This is the part you're going to be worried about doing. So what I did is go edge to edge, and it comes in 7 1/4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. Then a little over 7 1/4. So I'm going to go 7 1/2, 7 1/2. Make it a real good cut. It can be sloppy cuts, whatever your little heart desires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. So what I'm going to do is just cut this off like this. Plain and simple, easy peasy. And this will go back over with my batiks. People have been mailing in boxes. And tomorrow my goal with Joe, if we both feel up to it, I will do a box opening video. I have looked on the boxes and they do say Project Dress a Girl. So what I'm going to do is do a Project Dress a Girl video at some time tomorrow when we get upstairs. Talk about the dresses, talk about the kickoff, open the boxes, and update our count. It'll probably be like a 30-minute video at max. And then I'm going to get busy catching up with you guys. Okay? So that's what we're doing tonight and tomorrow. So let me move all of this fun stuff out of the way. I'll get my machine back in place and we're going to get stitching. Make sure that you do drop your stitch length down to your 1.4. And I did not show you this, so I'll slide this in here. This is the way that I'm choosing. I did not stick with the pattern's direction on cutting the strips. I just didn't do it. I'm taking a cheat way of doing this. And I'm being honest, I'm going to cheat. As I'm working my way around the pattern, I'm just going to lay this in and cut off where I need. Lay this in, cut off where I need, and so on and so forth. It's going to make it so much easier in the long run for me to do it that way. So let me get my paper. And anytime you're doing your FPP, pick your starting points and fold them in. Just fold it over and go all the way around your block the way that you are going to do it. And I like to give it a good crease. That way, when I'm stitching, I know exactly where I need to be. And I will not trim all of these down as I do it. I will do it at the completion before we end the live tonight. If you see something, please ask, and I will try to catch it. Oh, I thought I had the night off tonight, but hubby had other plans. Dang it. Okay, good night, Maria Johns. So anyway, we've all FPP'd. Anytime I'm working with batiks, it's two-sided. So what I'm going to do here, I have overage on this one. So I'm just going to lay it in like this and stick my pins. And Lord knows I do not like to use pins, but there's times that you do need to. I am using 2 pins on this just because I do not want it to move. I'm going to use my Fallon ruler. You can use your add a quarter, but this has the line on it. And I'm just going to do this to keep it simple. I'm going to pull one of my white strips. As I said, I did not cut this. I did not turn my iron on either. So let me get my iron over here. So it'd be ready to go and hot. I like my iron turned all the way up. I'm not sure how anyone else is, but I like it really hot when I get to stitching. This is two-sided, but I've got the dots, so I need to really pay attention at the way that I'm turning it. I'm glad I started early on dresses this year. Didn't get as many as wanted. I think there are 7. Awesome. Thank you so much. Wow. You did 2 pieces at a time folding the paper. Smart. Absolutely. I have all 4 pieces and I folded them all at once. I am about sewing efficiently, so I think it works better. My strips are done at 2.5. And this one here, I took the easy way. I'm honestly okay with having a little bit of waste with this. It's okay with me. I will not lose sleep. So I will flip this over and I'm going to put right sides together. Anytime that I'm using this dotted fabric, I lay it on the table so I can see where my color is. This one here, because this is going to flip up, I want to make sure that it's going to cover. So I'm going to go out a little bit further. That way I'm sure it's covered in its entirety. Bring it under your needle, drop it, and we're going to do this. 144 times 4 is, that's how many times we're going to be doing this all through this project. So when we're not together, please feel free to go ahead and stitch and get them done. Let me see. Yesterday they are 2.5 inch, and now I'm just going to press it out. And to me, this just seems like it's going to work a little bit easier. I'm just going to line this straight up across the bottom and zip it off. Easy peasy. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm on number 3. Wait a minute. Number 3 is here. Sorry. We're going to trim this down to 1/4 here. You want to be careful that you're not cutting your paper. And I will have a scrap bin for these, and I will find a use for these when this project ends. And it just makes it seem, hold on, I want to make sure I laid that in right. Anytime these dots, I'm glad I checked, I was not correct there. I want to make sure that these all come in. If you're using a fabric that you just cannot tell, make sure you use something dark and hold it up against it, and it will show you the right side. Bring it over and just give it a nice press. And like I said, you will do this many, many times. Oh my God, just had a spider emerge. Burn it down. 576 times. I knew you would do it, Day. Thank you. Tell you that is what I got. Who doesn't love quilt math with these ladies in the house? So I've already trimmed all of my blocks down. So Now all I'm going to do, because I want to be able to use this extra piece there, is I'm going to go ahead and start my stack over there. I have this pin here, and we're going to take it out, and I'm going to go ahead now and trim off all of the whites. And some people might say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of waste. It's okay. It is honestly okay, because that fabric that I'm wasting per se, that'll be used in another project, so I'm not really worried. So now I've got my long gray one. Like I like my walks. Let me see. Sorry I'm late. Greetings, Tony. I hope I did not miss anybody, and if I did, I humbly apologize. Joyce is in the house. Hello, hello. So you're going to see why for me, when I look at that pattern, I see the shading. There may be people out there that can do this and come up with the perfect shading that may be a little bit different than this. I like the way that it's this color gray. I made sure that I used the same kind of like a soft, smoky gray. That way it would show up really nice and give the shadowing effect that this pattern needs. So look how pretty that's already coming together. And honestly, in about an hour, you could probably seriously get at least 10 or 20 of these done, depending upon how fast you sew and how you work. Let me see. Donna Hitch. This pattern, Joe, did you make a link for this pattern? Hold on. It is Wildflower Quilt Designs by Elliott. And Jose thinks he put it into the description box as well for this pattern. So far, fat quarter of all the colors would be significant. I believe so. Hey, Zaza, kill that spider. I would have burned it down, man. We got your back, girl. Thank you. Right now, anybody that knows, math is not my friend this week. But does that not come in really pretty? It reads really cool. And as you can see, this is giving the shading, and the white, it's just going to pop off when we get all of this done. So that is one of a gazillion that we need to do. I do have one here of the yellow, because I wanted to make sure that I was able to show you the yellow as well. Let me put my... But do you see how that comes in? And this fabric has all of these different colors. So this may end up working in my favor, I'm thinking, all of these different designs. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So right now I have two. And I'm just going to keep going with this one. And I'll do the blues, then switch back to the yellows. And just keep sewing. So make sure that you are separating. And like I said, I would make one copy and then run them through the printer so you don't have to keep doing the same thing again and again and again. So here. Here. And I'm just going to get these lined up so they will be ready and we can get stitching for real. So are you liking the way that it's looking? I think it's going to look really cool. I was going to pull a fat quarter bundle, but I had all of that and I was like, nope, I'm just going to go ahead and use, because it's so stinking pretty and I wanted to give a really nice... I always look and see which one's the brighter. Not that it really matter, but love it, beautiful. I think you're right. That work beautiful together. I really think so myself, but you know. So now that I've got some stacked up and ready to go, I'm just going to do quick cuts and get this ready so we can get stitching some more. So flip it over, and so out of all of that, I believe you can get three pieces for each of the strips that I've got cut. So we'll see. Get another one and we'll see exactly how many. Tony, I think you're right. Beautiful. I think the fabric she chose is, thank you. So I want to find my number 2 and just going to fold it back and go ahead and get it cut off. And what my goal here would be is to go ahead and just get these set up so I can run through them and just knock out this color altogether, all at one time. So if you're cutting them in stacks of 4, this would be the way that I would recommend to do them. Fold it over. Check for your dots if you're using dots like me. And we'll run them through. Does anybody have any questions so far? This is relatively one of the easiest FPP blocks that I can even think of. So I'm coming down here, even though I know I had that little bit of extra there. Flip it over. And just zip this straight in. And you'll be surprised at how quick these do honestly come together. If you have all of your behind the scenes work done, these will come together very easy for you. Fold this back. Give it a little bit of heat love. I sent my Facebook name. Did you tell me what your picture looks like too, so I'd be able to get it all correct? And I cannot do it while I'm on the live, but I'll do it after. The colors on the blocks already sewn behind you. No. I pinned them because I wanted to make sure that I do have all of the color arranged the way that I would like it to be. No, Lord, no, they're not sewn yet. That would be miracle. Yeah, see, this is what I did. Let me pick. I just pick one. See how I did? That way I have the right color with the right stack of the right amount. I'm just, might be a little bit much. So I don't want to confuse anybody, but that's just the way that I did mine. And that looks like this would get me over the fear. This is simple. Zaza, I thought it was Mike. Any idea how many templates we need so I can go 144? If you print one and you mark for your white for blocks 2 and 3 and your gray for blocks 4 and 5, then they can print you the other 143 that you would need, if that helps. So let me see. I know 144 sounds like a whole lot. Can go to endoverfabrics.com and find a free pattern called Glaze. Oh, sorry, honey. You're super organized. I'm just a little bit organized. I like to be that way as I work a project. I know if I stood up and walked away, I would know I could come right back and jump right in. I always keep a little note by where I'm working, so I can put a post-it note right here and start here. Sorry. So is there any questions yet? Nancy, I struggle with the reverse fabric. My brain just doesn't want to do it. Zaza, it's really easy, believe it or not. Find something that would be like, I don't know, I want to say the right word, like a moda or a cone of solids. Just doing solids, that way either way you flip it. But if you put your how I say this, if you put right sides together and your first piece is facing the back of the paper, but the front of it is going out, there's no way you could mess this up. That's easy. Keeping that because I can still use that beyond a shadow of a doubt. And all of these little tidbits that I do have left, excuse me, I will trim these for next project. Now I'm going to go to number 4 and just continually work my way around the block. And we'll grab the gray. I laid it back down. Fairy Frost Grunge would work too. Absolutely. Grunge was one of the first fabrics I worked with and became familiar with. And it was one that, I just saw what I did there. I went up too far. I don't want to waste that much. And just trim. But grunge would definitely be easy. Batiks, oh, grunge, yes. There you go, Mike. Cut into it. Fairy Frost. Yep. You promised me a quilt out of that Fairy Frost, Mike. But I promise you, you will not be disappointed when you do this. This comes together and it's really easy. Make sure this, your first piece, the back of your paper, the front of your fabric is out, facing out. The rest of it is right sides together all the way around. It makes it so easy. I never would have thought I would love FPP the way that I do, but I really enjoy the process a lot. And I find it relaxing and challenging. How's the black and white quilt coming along? Mike, did you do black and white? Just 25% done. You need to send me a picture. I want to see. Did we miss the word of the day? Tony say, yep, you sure did. Heather, it's way up in the chat. Heather, look for Blue Heather and you will see what the word of the day was. She really challenged me and I have no idea if I got it right. But I feel good about it. Others were like, we didn't even know what that was. So that kind of made me feel good. So see how quick and easy this come out. So I've got my 1 white. Let me go to 3 and just continue to work your way. I like to lay fabric right here on my left leg. That way I don't have to go reaching and digging for it. I have it right here in front of me and all I have to do is pick up the strip and lay it down. And it's ready to go. The word, wait a minute. My word for you, Donna, is multiplicity. Multiplicity day. Melissa, don't you go getting in this too. Multifarious, whatever. You're all going to have my brand mush. And just keep wrapping the block. The hardest part that I have seen so far is I did not mark each block, and I spent about an hour today going around and around and around and marking them. I like that word of the day. I think I'm a multi-ferocious person. Yes, you are. Patty, I can't wait to see you so we can chat and hang out. I'm so excited. It's going to be a good time had to buy all, I can assure you. And let me see, I have sold out of all of my walnut port retreat seats, and I have one spot left for my Tennessee retreat. So if you know of anybody or you want to bring a friend, let me know. It's in the squirrel group. I posted it there. Dry brush, Stonehenge, all sound good. Yes. Katie D, where did you find the pattern? Joyce. Wilmington makes that line of fabric. Found the pattern and downloaded it. Hooray. I tell you what, there is a lot of help in this group, and I'm glad that we can all pitch in and help each other. It makes sewing so fun. So just continue to square down. Make sure you're leaving your 1/4 of an inch the way around. As you do these, I am not going to do these in any particular order. As I'm building my blocks, I'm just going to throw these all over here. But I will keep them lined up with my gray side one way, because if I don't, it might bother me a little bit. So I have one more blue to do, and then I'll do the yellows. It's in the squirrel group, yes. I also think quilters, yes, we are. Number 4. There it is, finally got it to post. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, thank you. Save that in notes for next. So now we're back to the gray again, and we're just going to work our way around the block. And this week I will be working in different ways to streamline. But I like the process of one at a time too, so I'm not sure. We'll see what this week brings. So we'll cut this. And as you can see, this come together so easy. The worst is the mess you will have in your sewing room. You think that's fun? Wait until you start to pick the paper off. Hope Joe's doing better. Hello, Denise. Hey, today be a rough day for both. Good evening, all. I love FPP. I see so much improvement in your movements and speech in every new video. So happy for you. Also sending good thoughts and prayers for you and family. Thank you. Thank you. Have it downloaded, Dave. Thank you. I haven't done FPP before, but I think it's a great pattern. This would be easy, beginner-friendly FPP. Honestly, the picking out what color you would want to use, if you're using a regular fabric line to do this, the work's taken out of it for you. Just make sure that you're using a gray and a white, something that's going to give that shadow effect, because that's where you don't want to get that lost in the design once it all comes together. And if you can get 4 blocks out of every fat quarter, from like a fat quarter bundle, if that's what you're wishing to do, then you would be set. And that quick, we've got another one done. I'll do the other yellows that I have here and show you how quick they all come together. It's just really, I call this easy sew. So I'll get this folded down. Luna, I think it will be also, I really do believe this is a easy beginner FPP. Anybody can. We go from quilters to paper pickers at the end of an FPP. Absolutely, Heather. Absolutely. And the reason that you do fold the paper is it's going to give you a line for your lineup as you're sewing. So you can really focus on where you need to make sure that paper comes in. And the lines line up so nice. As you can tell, I might have got a little too close with my rotary cutter. So I've got 3 blocks left. So watch what I'm doing. For those that are not familiar with FPP, I'm shutting the light off for a second so you can see this two-sided. See how you can't see it here, but you can see it here. You're gonna, this is the front, this is the back. You're gonna lay this just like this and pin it. That's all you're going to do right here. Now, when I flip this over, you're going to be able to see that you have it the right way because this needs to come face out. Then your other colors all the way around. That's why I'm using one that has dots, so you'd be able to see. One of them, I have to make sure it goes the right way, and that's the dots. The gray, it doesn't matter because either side, it's still going to work. So I hope that helps with any questions. So I want to make sure that I do go edge to edge with this when I pin it in. New repeated beginner friendly like us. We are all having a good time with this. Get to it so you can practice before getting in those fancy FPP patterns. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm going to be working with Mike at our retreat and teaching him a few tips, tricks, and strategies for FPP. And I think he would have a good time with these. This made my head click right in. Good. Like I said, these are not hard blocks, but once you get the mindset, and if you need, make yourself a little cheat sheet and lay it next to you. Piece 1 faces out, and then the rest of it, all you have to do is zip all the way around. Now I'm going to white, and mine has the dots like I've shown. So what I do is keep something here. That way I know which one's up, which one's down. I'm going to put the dots face down with the fabric and zip it in. That's simple, that easy. And to do a whole block, and you only have 4 seams, 4 little seconds of sewing. See, that's 2. So you want to make sure that you're doing these in order because you really do not want to go out of order with this because it will jack you up. Right sides down and zip it in. Then I'll go ahead and press this. I finger press the first one. Just trying to show you a couple different techniques. Zippy, zippy. You're doing better than me, Mike. At least you think. Oh, you guys too funny. So now we're back over here and we're going to go to block number 2 and just trim in. You have to trim this part back when you're FPPing to get it out of the way. That way, when you flip it over, you're right here and you're going to be able to line these right up. And just zip them right in. Right here, before I even take it off the machine, I'll go ahead and cut it. Finger press it back. Take these out so I don't jab myself. And go to number 3. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, done. And then just trim in your block. And like I said, this is a very easy pattern, and I believe anybody can do it, beginner or seasoned quilter. Does anybody have any questions on this blocks? Heather, I will still be on the second block like the turtle. See what? I miss what they're saying. Zip, zip, right on Donna is just zipping right along. That free quilter, haha, Charlotte. I miss something. So now I'm over on number 4. And honestly, like I said, these are so easy. Just take and shove out of the way. Grab your gray. That's our next color. And lay it right in place. If I would have cut all of these up, it would have took a little time, and time to me, you can't get back once you spend it. So if there's a way I can think outside of the box just a little bit and save us all time, I will do it. Get this pressed in and come right over to spot number 5. Line it up, and I hope that from some of these little techniques tonight that you did learn something. If you're learning FPP and you need help, please feel free to reach out to me, because I will be here to help. I never do a pattern that I would not offer assistance with. Just a second here, I want to make sure. And we trim this in. Bam, done. You guys are too funny. I'm currently not a good time to ask. Overall, they're fun, just annoying and a little hungry. Heather talking about the minions. Just downloaded. Led watching from Virginia. Love FPP. Hello, Anne. How are you, Anne? And if you want the link, it's there. Yes, it is. The girls have been fabulous on dropping it. And that's in. And all we're going to do is continue to just go around and push this out of the way. Pick it right up from your lap. There's no sense in having piles all over. Just work from your lap. God gave us the lap, why not use it? Press it in. You're a great teacher, Luna. Thank you. I try to show you the way that works for my brain, and I hope it works for yours. I do the best I can, and I appreciate it. This is great. Donna going to go print out the pattern so I can get this one going. This is one, it doesn't challenge you, but it works with your sewing line to make sure that you're staying right on, right where you need to be. This just, I really believe that this pattern, this go round, is a fun one. And anytime I can get in with FPP, I love it. Also post pics of any patterns you're doing on Donna's Ying Facebook page. Yes, if you have not joined the Facebook page, Ying's Pin Paz, the link is in the chat. Day has dropped it. And it's going to be fun to see what everybody else is working on. It's always fun to sew with friends. If you would like to come sew with me, join the super supporters on our channel, and that will get you into our group. And I would love to have you come sew with me. I have my mods on with me most of the time, working, sewing, chatting, and it would give you the opportunity to get to know all of us. So no pressure, but know the door's open if you wish to join. I would highly recommend anybody going to join to do so this week, because once we start the block builder quilt project, it might be challenging to get caught up. So if you would like to do that with us, it would be time to do it. People said that I never been in my right mind, so I probably could figure out how to do FPP. FPP is fun. I find it relaxing. There is projects that I have done FPP that I could pull my hair out, I'll be honest. But I'm glad because they challenged me, and I like to challenge myself. My parents used to say, you always learn something new every day. And it's important to learn. So I just choose to honor them by learning every day. Easy way to say it. Becca, God love you, girl. Thank you, Beck. Hello, Becca's in the house. Let's go ahead and give 5 people subscriptions. Joe's over here saying, thank you, Becca. Somebody's going to have to get that information. I won't be able to do it while I be sewing. So if anybody would like, one of my mods or Becca could screenshot the names. I humbly appreciate that, Becca. You're so sweet. And let me do it this way. And I will get you added into the group. But first, before I can do that, you must email me immediately following the live. I need to know what your Facebook profile picture is. And we will get you in the group. I need to know what your username is. And your, hold on, lost train of thought. Username and profile picture, so we're adding the right person into the group. See here. Thank you for sending me that, Donna. Steph sells stuff by the seashore. Woo! You all are challenging me tonight. So you need to email me all of that information. Becca, thank you so much for blessing these with the membership. It is a 1-month membership, gives you a chance to see if you like what we're doing. And if you like it, continue to pay the membership yourself, and you get to stay. And we would love to have you. So let me square this down. And I know I went a couple minutes over tonight, but we always have so much to talk about. So that is 8 blocks. And that only leaves me how many more to go? You always have to look at the bright side, right? It's 8 less than I needed before, Joe said. So is he not right? So see how this was just laying in my lap and I was able to pick it up and just sew. Is a mess to clean up because I've gotten a little bit wiser. I have all of this here right in front of me. No shame in my game. And now I have a scrap bucket. That's all of my scraps. Yes, it does look like a lot. But when I'm sitting with the girls and I have nothing to do, I will take these and put them right there in my scrap buckets. And I'll trim those down to usable 2.5-inch squares. Anything smaller than that, we'll see what happens. Let me see. How is Joe? Joe's doing a little bit worse. But we're going to be getting some medicine in-house tomorrow, and we'll be doing it that way. And the Kovac med. So thank you so much for asking. Let me see. YouTube picks names at random. I don't intervene at all. How are you doing tonight? No. But I don't know.
Becca had it here about a week or so ago.
Oh.
That's where in the hell I got it.
I don't think so, Becca. Joe's saying he got it from you. He said you had it like a month or so ago.
A week ago.
He's saying a week, but I know it'd be longer. He's teasing your girlfriend. He's saying he got the vid from Becca. Through the Zoom.
Through Zoom, yeah.
So, Great Joanna, Donna enlightened me. Hope all is well. Praying for Joe, yes. $9.99 FPP to go. 99. I get it. Dang it, Joe. You weren't supposed to tell Donna we were hanging out, you say. These private Zooms you two do, I don't know what I'd do with you. Good thing I trust you both, you internet friends. That was great. I haven't tried this yet. FPP had me a bit puzzled, but I can try it now. Thanks, Donna. You're welcome. It is spreading via the internet again. Yes. I took Joe for crafts and he got a side of the vid. You kill me, Becca. He over here going, she ain't right. She ain't right at all. But anyway, you
say something.
He say something, but he wait till we join Zoom after the live, Becca, and then he'll say it to you. Mike, Donna has enlightened a lot of us. God love you. I hope that I have just enough knowledge that I can share with all of you. So anyway, I like the colors that I've chosen, and I really believe this is going to come together. Mixing the one fabric line with the batiks might just come in handy. What do you think? So let me know. So anyway, it's been a long day of stitching and sewing, and I have much more to do today. I'll be working for a while longer, getting things done for Wednesday and tomorrow's box openings. Thank you guys for joining me. I humbly appreciate each and every one of you. Please keep us in your prayers that this doesn't really take too good a hold. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless and have a fabulous day. And we'll see you sometime online for a short video tomorrow. Bye-bye, friends.